Hey everyone, Exodus back with another video and another auto show tour. Yes, I recently visited the New York International Auto Show, which I find it quite funny how the first auto show that I went to was one of the smaller ones on the East Coast, and this one, the second, was one of the biggest. Anyways, for those of you who don't know, about a month ago I visited the Lehigh Valley Auto Show, which that was, again, a smaller show, but what I saw there absolutely blew me away. This one was a much bigger show, and as such, my expectations for the show went up as well. Needless to say, my expectations were once again absolutely blown out of the water. Not just because there were exponentially more vehicles at this show, but a lot more vehicles that appeal to me specifically. Now, unfortunately, because there were so many cars at the show and I had relatively little camera space at the time, I wasn't able to capture everything at the show. Instead, this video is going to contain what I thought were the most interesting cars at the show. Now, just a couple things before we get into the video. One, I had to increase the saturation for this video by quite a bit. This was because the Lehigh Valley Auto Show video came out a little bit more gray than I would have preferred. So I went back in, increased the saturation just so that this video would look a little bit more natural. Second thing, again, because there were so many cars at the auto show, I didn't want to record audio commentary for every single car that I came across, so instead I'm going to be using on-screen text commentary until the end, where I interview a few people that I came across asking what their favorite car was at the show. And last thing, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who helped me reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube recently. This was so far the most important YouTube milestone that I've reached, and the fact that I was able to do it this quickly. Okay, sure, it might not be as quick as some, but it was quicker than I could have anticipated. I'm grateful to have a community like this who could help me pull this off. And hey, if you enjoy my content and you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. I would greatly appreciate it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video and let's get right into it! What was your favorite car that you've seen at the auto show?
I'm auto show right now. I mean, for not an expensive one, I would say the Elantra N is a really nice one. I mean, I haven't walked everything with them yet. We only did the basement, which there's a lot of cool shit on there as well.
Yeah, it's all the modified stuff. You gave your low-end option. Any high-end options?
I don't know, I haven't gone to like more expensive ones yet. I like sticking around to these.
It's about the same for me. I don't know a lot about cars, but I don't care. That's cool.
I tried
DRZ, probably.
BRZ. I'm yet to come across that one. Good choice, though.
Unfortunately, last year they had the Lexus LC500, but they don't have it this year. Don't know why, but it's sad.
What was your favorite car that you've seen at the show so far? Nice choice.
For me, probably the MPDs.
Also a solid choice. You don't mind if I post this up on YouTube later, do you? What was your favorite ride that you've seen at the show so far?
The Jeep show right there. We went up. That was a fair ride right there.
Oh, I wasn't actually there yet.
The Lamborghini.
The Tamario.
Yeah, that's a nice car there.
Yeah. What about you?
All of them are
I think this one, he's enjoying this one right now. So far, that'd be the Porsche over there. The purple one.
The Taken GT? Yeah, that's a good choice.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you so much. I just got here.
Oh, man. I heard you talking about Christian von Koenigsegg. Would this at least be up there?
Oh, yeah, no.
All right. Thanks for your answer. Oh, yeah, that's a solid choice. I like that car too. Oh. Would the car that we're standing at right now be up there? What was your favorite car at the show? Yeah. Seems to be a fan favorite. I don't blame you. It's a sick looking ride.
The new Subaru Highlander.
A bit of an underrated choice.
I want to be as
What was your favorite ride at the show? Favorite car?
Where you going on your ride?
The Genesis Hypercar? Solid choice. I like that one as well.
What about you? What's your favorite car?
Alright, I think it's time I answer the question myself. What were my favorite cars at the auto show? I have a list of 7 because, well, I couldn't just nail it down to one. I had to pick quite a few because there were quite a few cars at the show. And nailing it down to just a single favorite when there were so many good looking cars there, it was just impossible for me. So here's my 7 favorite cars at the show. Number 7, the Mercedes 300 SL. Again, I share my birthday with the unveiling day of this car, so it was an easy choice. Plus, I just love the classic look of this car with the gull-wing doors and everything. Just above it, I would have to say the Lamborghini I'm still gonna butcher saying that, aren't I? The Lamborghini Temerario. Again, this was an unexpected find for me at the show. There was originally a Revuelto at the spot where the Temerario was. I just like the look of it. It just looks incredibly clean, albeit it looks a bit like a GT8 car, but there's nothing wrong with that, really. I just like the clean aesthetics of the car, and just the livery on it suited it well. At number 5, the Genesis Hypercar. I mean, it was the first Le Mans style race car that I've seen ever, so this one was an easy choice. Plus, it's hard to make orange look bad on a car. At number 4, I'm giving it a shared spot because they were both made by the same manufacturer. The Rimac Nevera and the Concept 1. Again, the Rimac Nevera, it's still the fastest car over a quarter mile, and it still holds many records as of the making of this video. And the Concept 1, again, I really wasn't expecting to see this here, given it's not the newest hypercar, but it was still a pretty interesting find, and plus, there's only 6 of these things in the world right now. Thus, it's the rarest car that I've ever seen, so yeah, I just had to give it a spot here. Love them or hate them for being EVs, but there's no denying the fact that these two cars are a part of modern automotive history. At number 3, the Maserati GT2 Stradale. At the time I'm making this video, it's probably the rarest car in the United States right now, as there's only one of these things, but there's more on the way. And I was always a fan of the Maserati MC20, and seeing it with a track kit on it and a very, very unique paint job, it just looked absolutely exceptional. At number 2, the Koenigsegg Regera. Again, this car is legendary. I just love the red look on this thing and the Ghost package. It just looks absolutely badass. And again, like many of my favorite cars that I saw at the show, I did not expect to come across this here. And finally, number 1, if you know me, you knew this was going to be here. It was the Bugatti Veyron. One of the first cars that I saw there, and without a doubt, the best one that I saw there in my opinion. It's just legendary. It looks absolutely phenomenal. And again, I was never expecting to see this car at all. Being able to see one of these things up close, it blew me away completely. The Veyron is one of my all-time favorite cars, and by default, it was my favorite car that I saw at the auto show. And that's the end of this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and if you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. And if you made it this far, comment down below your favorite car that you saw at the show, whether you were at the actual show or it was a car that you saw through this video. Take care, cadets and citizens. Until next time, farewell.